The crimes that were done against me for over 25 years were done by one man who took an interest in me before I went to the conference, John Saul. And he and this group were pretending that I had great talent, and they really, respected me. And on the last cruise, John said, if there's anything we can ever do for you, Sherry, let me know. And Michael came up to me and said, you're special. Well, I didn't know that month they'd already taken my cloning story. And I paid $500 to Dr. Zavitz to interview him for a story. And I also took UCLA writing courses to polish to perfection. He had already made some deal to get his foot in the door of Hollywood because he put my parents murdered in Black Creek Crossing. And then I found out later when he sent me a grief card with the deer antler on it, he put it in a book and had a hand in doing it. And then they got Bob's offspring and Alex DeSico, and Bob's ex started stalking us the first month I met my husband. They later got in on it, and then they put us on a kill list to try to get better jobs. The offspring did. Now this person's telling me he's a vampire, and Alex DeSico had a hand in killing my mother and father both with them, and then later my cousin Eric, and then my Aunt Barbara, and then who else? My Aunt Barbara, my cousin Eric, my mom, my dad, my Aunt Betty. And they're trying to kill me and Bob now. And the thing is, I was always kind. I was never had anything to do. I was never homophobe. I didn't even know what the word was. I thought sex was sex, I knew some gay people at the Brown where I worked, and my girlfriend took me out one night with a gay guy dressed in drag, and I just thought it was funny. And then my husband, I made him a French maid just for fun. I don't care if little boys want to dress up like girls or men want to dress up like girls. I don't care about that. There's more important things to worry about than sex. I could care less about sex. How people do it in bed. It's just stupid to give it a title. But to be killing me because you said I had a white aura, but I had been attacked by something they call the Beast from the very beginning. And Disney keeps putting me in animation against my will when I'm being tortured in my home. And they said they even put cameras here with Bob's ex to humiliate and put it at porn sites when I was young. And it's evil. But when you tell me, you start sending me homeless dogs. People said you were crazy to take commands off the computer. I said, you don't understand. They gave my dad heart attacks, strokes. They went over him and when he was asleep and attacked him 2 or 3 times. And every time I tried to leave my home in 25 years, they would kill a family member, or they would threaten one of my relatives, or put my dad in the hospital twice just because I tried to leave Kentucky. That's how bad they were doing this. It was just sick torture, like through Dark Branch of CIA, the Kill Club. Now they're saying they're the Killer Clowns, the Smiley Face Group. Well, they were the Smiley Face Group because they started showing those the first year. They were stalking me. And at the Stephen King site, too, calling himself the King Mafia, the Fairy Pixies, the Cyber Mafia. And then people stalking me moving down here from New York. And one of them even moving on my dad's street. And then I start taking pictures, and there's bats in most. You saw me in the dentist office. You saw the picture. You saw the bat in the field. You saw the picture. And it's just because this one person saw I had a writing talent and a white aura, and Alex DeSico lived on my husband's street, and he and the Bob Sex were taking us to court, even though she lived out of state 16 months before I met my husband. He's Jenna Bush's bodyguard, Secret Service agent. He has friends here with the feds. So when my dad was murdered, they went in his house and left FBI caps and Washington interrogation room shirts in his closet, and they left relics. But I don't take commands off strangers on the computer because you know what? That makes you insane. And my brain is so broken